Most people struggle with learning simply because their sequence is wrong. Truly effective studying actually follows just 5 steps. Top students almost always use this exact process. 1. The Feynman technique. The Feynman technique is a learning method where a concept is explained in simple language, as if teaching it to someone else. The learner studies a topic, attempts to explain it clearly, then returns to the material to fill any gaps in understanding. The method works because explaining ideas forces the brain to organize knowledge and identify weak points. Its limitation is that it requires genuine effort, as unclear explanations quickly reveal incomplete understanding. 2. Active recall. Active recall is the process of retrieving information from memory instead of reviewing it passively. Instead of rereading notes, the learner tests themselves using questions, flashcards, or by writing down everything they remember about a topic. The method works because each active retrieval strengthens the neural pathway associated with that memory. Its limitation is that it feels more difficult than rereading, which is why many students avoid it despite its effectiveness. 3. Spaced repetition. Spaced repetition is a study technique where information is reviewed at increasing intervals of time. Instead of studying a topic once, the learner revisits it after carefully spaced delays such as one day, several days, and then several weeks. The method works because reviewing information just before it is forgotten strengthens long-term memory. Its main limitation is that it requires planning or a spaced review system to be used consistently. 4. Practice testing. Practice testing involves answering questions about a topic without looking at the answers. This can include past exam papers, mock tests, or self-created quizzes. The method works because retrieving information strengthens memory and reveals weaknesses that passive studying often hides. Many studies show that students who regularly test themselves remember more than those who simply review notes. However, the effectiveness of practice testing depends heavily on the quality of the questions being used. When good questions are available, it becomes one of the most reliable ways to prepare for exams. But testing knowledge raises another challenge. Sometimes students understand individual facts, yet still struggle to see how ideas connect together. 5. Interleaving. Interleaving is the practice of mixing different topics or problem types during a single study session. Instead of studying one subject for a long, uninterrupted period, the learner alternates between related topics. This method works because it forces the brain to constantly identify which ideas apply in different situations. Over time, this improves the ability to solve unfamiliar problems rather than simply repeating memorized steps. Research shows that interleaving is particularly effective in subjects like mathematics, physics, and chemistry. Its limitation is that it often feels more difficult than studying topics in blocks, even though it tends to produce stronger learning in the long term. Effective studying is less about time and more about method. Techniques such as active recall, spaced repetition, and practice testing work because they align with how memory actually functions. Want to actually remember what you study? Follow these 5 steps and stop wasting time. Which step will you try first? Comment below.